Hello friends, in this tutorial we are going to implement the user validation with the package of npm. So first I am going to install this package. npm I. While this package is installing, I am going to start my server. It is already started. So okay, now I am going to put a confirm password field in the sign up schema. Okay, so it has not, and it is required. Email already exists. Now it is working because I have not included the confirm password field here, and I am giving this here, so that's why it was throwing error. So when I have put the confirm password field here, so it is not throwing any error anymore. So when I give the different field here, the so e has been registered successfully. So I am going to put if I give this kind of email here, so it is going to make a user on this email. As we know that this is not a valid email, so we are going to put the validation here. So I am going to make a rule for this, for this validation, because we are using the graphql-shield. In the previous tutorial I have show you how you can implement the graphql-shield. If you do not know how to implement this shield, then you can follow my previous tutorial. uh, and we have implemented the rule for authorization. Now I am going to implement the input rule for input data validation, user input data validation. So I am going to just copy this rule here, or I can say, or I can write myself. Validation in and then what it will give us, it will give us and we are calling and passing the function, passing the closure function. Yep, it gives us the yup in the uh, closure function parameter. So we are going to use this yup parameter. So I am going to copy this whole validation, and I am going to put this here and return this. So what are our fields? Our field is name, email, password, and confirm password. So I am going to put here email dot string and email. Email here, email. So here is the email. Okay. So I have put the validation on email, and now I am going to put the validation on password. Password is password. I am going to simply require the password. How much I am not going to put the validation on this, or I can say, or maybe we could put the validation on this also. So okay, here we are going to put the min validation here, which is of 4. and I am also going to copy this min validation in the name min 4. Okay, now, or I am not going to put this here. Okay, now the final field which is remaining is the confirm password field. So so what it will do, it will contain the, it will be the same as password. Confirm password must be same as password. So I am going to put the password here, yup.ref. We are going to put the reference of the field that it matches with the password field here, or it can be null. No, I think it must be with the same as password field. So I am going to export this validation here, and I am going to apply this validation on the mutation of sign up. Sign up validation. So now if we try again with the different password, then we are getting the error back. And what is the error? uh, for the sake of development, I am going to just put the error in the internal server error. When we are producing this code for production, then we will remove this from here. We will also make a check on the mode. If the mode is development, then we are going to print this error. Otherwise we are not printing this error on production. So it is easy for us to debug the error. So what is the error? yum.string.min is not a function. So so it is the error. So where is the min function? Okay, we forgot to put the parentheses here. So if I press Ctrl Enter now, then we can show that confirm password must be one of the field of must be one of the following values ref password. And we, if we also and we also see the we also, okay, we are getting this error. We are getting this error. If we put the same password here, then we will get the email error here, that email is must be a valid email. So email must be a valid email. We are also going to put the option here about so we are going to put the option here about early, about early option here, graphql-shield about early false. About early false. If we put the about early false, then we can see that there must be two errors. One is the name must be required, and the second error is that email must be valid. So there are two errors. About early, by default it is true that if one error occurs, then it will not go to the second error. It will show the first error and abort the request call. But if we put this option to false, then it will throw all the error for validation request. Okay. But we are going to make this true. I am just showing you that how you can implement this so that you can get the all errors for your request validation. So Now I am going to show you one more thing, that if I comment out this, then we will get the internal server error. Why? uh, as we have already mentioned that if there is a validation error, then it will throw the 400 code with with error message, but it is not giving us the error. Why? I am going to show you why it is doing this. Because this error is not of type the GraphQL validation error, it is the type of GraphQL error. So we are going to throw the validation error even on the GraphQL error. So if error instance of GraphQL error, then we are also going to throw this. Okay, how do we get the message and other things? uh, uh, we can first see the where are the keys, and we are going to get these keys from this here. Okay, now I am going to uncomment this, and I am going to get the error dot message. Error dot message, it is correct. Now error dot extension dot code. Error dot extension dot code. It is the giving the internal server. We are not interested in internal server error. Instead, we are interested in validation error. So where it is? It is inside the exception. Exception dot name. So exception dot name, because we are not going to throw 400 for these kinds of errors. So we are only throwing the validation error 400 for our validation error. Now if I run this now and comment out this error line, then we will get the formatted error. As you can see that we have successfully get the email must be a valid email. So if we put the valid email here, then we will get that name is required. This is very good. Now if I enter the name here, then we are getting the email already exists. It is the GraphQL validation error here from here that we have thrown earlier in the sign up. Okay, if we give the different email, f@f.com, and here is the name, then we will get the email already exists, registered successfully. And now if we press again, then it will throw the error that the email already exists. Okay, now we will also put the validation on login, because we have two mutations, login and sign up. We have put the validation on sign up successfully, and we are going to put the validation on login. Okay, and now where are the rules? Okay, we are going to copy this from here, and we are going to change the name, and what it will require, it will require the email and password. So we are going to remove the other lines, and we will simply return the login validation. In the further tutorial, we will create a separate file for the validation, because this will get very messy if this project get larger. Then we will create a separate file for the validations and middlewares. So but for now I am going to put all these validations and authentications here. So now I am going to import the login validation inside the permissions file, login validation. So now if I give the invalid email, then it will throw me that email must be a valid. And if I give the valid email and provide the uh, empty password, then it throw me the error that password must be at least 4 characters. So if I put the 3 characters and 4 characters, then it throws the validation error of invalid password given. It is from the login. Okay, so our validations are working fine. Now one thing more, there are many options you can use from here. There are other options you can use, but and okay, now I am going to show you in the next video that how you can use other things like and or chain and other things during the file upload, and we will implement the file upload in the next tutorial. Thank you for this tutorial. Thank you.